Well, good morning, Annette. It's your boy, SaleenDriver. That's me. Coming to you with episode 116 of Wednesday Afternoon Live. The longest running Wednesday afternoon live stream in all of YouTube that I know of. The show about nothing in particular. Yes, yes. Coming down to the end of the year. Yes, we are. Coming down to the end of the year. 2022. I can't wait to see it go. Oh, got some people in here already. Let's see. Neo. Good afternoon to you, sir. Newt the Groot, or Nate the Great, or Newt the Great, or Nate the Groot, or Newt the Newt, or whatever the fuck your name is. Good to see you, sir. Battle Angel. Dear Battle Angel. Good to see you, my dear. Matt Dumit, good to see you. CJ, my long-suffering Georgia Tech fan, how are you, sir? Hopefully looking good for you for next year down there up there in Georgia Tech. Let's see. Nate says it's snowing in Omaha. Well, gee, go figure. It's December. It's Nebraska. It's the middle of the fucking country. Of course, it's going to be snowing. No snow here in Florida. No. Now, there are, and Pizza Woman, my number one troll killer. Good to see you, my dear. I'm good, CJ. I'm doing well. There is a rumor going around in some parts that it might snow in Florida for Christmas Eve, Christmas Day. And, well, where I am in Central Florida, I don't think it's going to get quite to freezing or below freezing, and I don't think it's going to be precipitating. It's certainly going to be cold in North Florida, somewhere around Orlando. Well, Orlando's not really North Florida, but around Gainesville, Jacksonville, Tallahassee, Pensacola, the Redneck Riviera, all the way over to Jax. That's North Florida. Follow the I-10 corridor. It's going to be cold up there. It's going to be down in the maybe the teens or the 20s. So, it's going to be cold. All this damn global warming that we're experiencing obviously has got everyone all screwed up. I mean, it's so much global warming that 3/4 of the country is under a hard freeze warning for the foreseeable future. Steve Pearson, good to see you, my friend. Georgia's going to be cold too. I used to live up in Georgia, in the ATL. It definitely gets cold, and I've definitely seen my share of snow up in Georgia. I'll always remember the blizzard of 1993 that hit Georgia, that hit Atlanta, and managed to drop about 8 inches of snow. Snowed me into my apartment at the time. I knew it was coming because I recognized the weather pattern, so I had plenty of food, and I had plenty of warm clothes and everything. I never lost power through that storm. I did lose my cable, but I had America Online to entertain me. Unfortunately, my girlfriend at the time, now my ex-wife, she decided rather than leave work and go to my place, which was about 5 minutes away from where she worked, she decided to go home. She was living with her mom at the time, and she decided to go home and got snowed in with her mom and her brother for 3 days and drove her absolutely bonkers. But, that's on her. Let's see. Looking at the chat here, see if anything is interesting. Yeah, I bet it's pretty cold in Georgia. Yep. But, Georgia gets cold. I know several people in Georgia all over the place still. My best friend's sister still lives in near Five Points in Atlanta. I know Battle Angel and Lou. They're in Augusta. I know plenty of my old IBM co-workers are still in the Metro ATL. They're all unhappy. I'm very happy here. It's it's in the 60s here. It'll be cold over the weekend, but I'll handle it. The problem with being cold in Florida is once you get to about mid 40s, your heaters don't work anymore because we don't have gas furnaces or oil furnaces. We use heat pumps, and heat pumps rely on drawing heat out of the air and heating it up some more. And when you don't have heat in the air, the heaters don't really work very well anymore. So I expect my heaters not to be working really well over the weekends, but whatever. Albert Sancho is here. Good to see you, sir. And it's funny, speaking of Lizard Circus, who I hope is doing well. Every time the thermometer drops in Florida, we get these memes that pop up on our feeds that say, "Watch out for falling iguanas." Evidently, iguanas, being reptiles, when the temperature drops too low, they go into some sort of cold-induced hibernation and fall out of trees. So, judging from the lack of people watching my Tuesday walking and talking videos, and evidently nobody likes them, so I might stop doing them. I mean, they just seem to be pointless right now. I have a few more ideas, and once I run out of those ideas, I'll probably stop doing them since I'm getting worthless video views on them. But yeah, that was the last video I was doing on the 2022 Gators season. Obviously, wasn't a very good season, so not gonna lie, it was painful to watch. I didn't watch the bowl game. I was unable to. I wasn't even home, so I didn't see the game. I understand it was an atrocious performance by Florida. It would have been an atrocious performance even if they had a whole team, but they didn't even have a whole team, so I don't know what I was expecting. I saw today, though, that it looks like a 2-year starter quarterback from Wisconsin, whose name escapes me at the moment, has decided to exit the transfer portal in Gainesville. So we might be getting a decent quarterback in Gainesville, which would be nice since I don't think we've had one in a little while, except for Trask. So yeah, that was good news when I woke up this morning. I think we got some good commitments for some defensive players. Maybe we'll start playing defense. Who knows? Ain't going to catch Georgia anytime in the near future, but it would be nice to kind of stay a little bit ahead of everyone else. Let's see. I thought I saw a question for me. Neo saw my video. Well, you didn't comment on it, sir. I don't know if people watch the video if they don't comment on it. I just know people. I don't know who's watching the video unless you comment on it, I should say. Yeah, Albert is a Florida fan, but I didn't think he lived in Florida. I thought he lived up north, but I'm not really sure. Let's see what else we got to talk about. It is Hanukkah now, and Hanukkah, for those of you who don't know or didn't watch my video wishing everyone a happy Hanukkah. That is a Jewish holiday. I am Jewish, as you can see. It is the Festival of Lights. It celebrates the miracle of the light in the temple after the Israelites recaptured the temple from their enemies in Jerusalem. And the temple had been destroyed and had to be rebuilt and reconsecrated. But when they went to set about that task, they only found one jug of consecrated oil for the lamps, only enough for one day. But they lit the lamps anyway with the oil. The oil, in a miracle, burned for 8 days and 8 nights, which was long enough for the temple to be rebuilt and re-blessed. And thus you have the basis for Hanukkah. It is not a primary Jewish holiday. Those are the Jewish New Year, Rosh Hashanah, Passover. Anyone who's seen the Ten Commandments with Charlton Heston knows the story of Passover, and Yom Kippur, the Day of Atonement. Nonetheless, Hanukkah is an important holiday on the Jewish calendar. It is 3 days in now. Tonight will be the 4th night at sunset. And I do wish everyone a happy Hanukkah as you scramble around buying last-minute Christmas presents. I have finished my Hanukkah shopping. I have sent out all my gifts. I have given my gifts to my children and my mother. I have given out all the gifts I'm going to be giving out this year. And I'm going to sit back and watch people go absolutely batshit crazy shopping for last-minute gifts. And I do encourage all of you to go shopping and get it done. Do not be that schlub at the 7-Eleven or the Quick Trip or whatever at midnight on Christmas Eve trying to buy trinkets because you took too long to buy Christmas gifts. Don't be that person, please. Nobody's talking to me. You're all talking to each other. I should probably just close the camera down and let the chat run because nobody's talking to me. And talking about the glory days of Florida football back in the 2000, the double zeros. I think I will drop the link in the chat for the StreamYard to who wants to come on and help carry this show. Bet's in there. I didn't even see Bet. Bet is still here. Oh, Pizza Woman enjoyed my video from yesterday. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Hoagie just snuck in. How you doing, sir? Well, he didn't sneak in, of course. South Bend, Indiana. So Albert Sancho is near South Bend. South Bend, Indiana. Famous for Notre Dame and the failed mayor, Pete Booty, who now runs our transportation infrastructure and is the primary reason why we have shortages all over the place. But that's another subject for another day. Thank you, Hoagie, and Merry Christmas to you and your family. Merry Christmas to all of you folks. I mean, that's wonderful. Now, next Wednesday is going to be the last stream of 2022. I was toying with the idea of doing a watch giveaway on that video, on that stream. I don't know what you guys think of that. Am I wasting my time? Because none of you like watches anyway. So, the South Bend Chocolate Company Never heard of it. Oh, Albert, I didn't know you lived in South Bend. Well, then South Bend is famous for three things: Notre Dame, Pete Booty, and Albert Sancho lived there. And of those three things, Albert Sancho living there for me is the most important thing. Yeah, okay. Tennessee Mike likes watches. Yes, I know that. I've seen his collection. I know that. In fact, I think I contributed to your collection with one or two pieces myself. Um, but yeah, good to see you, Mikey. By the way, for all of you folks, Tennessee Mike is from Tennessee, but he's an Alabama fan. So I don't know how that works. Being an Alabama fan in Tennessee must be about as lonely as being a Florida fan living in Georgia, which I can attest to. Yeah, Pensacola is going to get pretty cold pretty soon, Neo. So be careful about that. Yes, we all. I think anyone, and everyone knows who I'm talking about, CJ. Uh, but everyone's going to know Pete Booty pretty soon because Pete Booty is probably going to be the nominee for the Social Democrat Party in 24. I think they're grooming him, and I use the term grooming specifically. I think they're grooming him for that. They'll figure out a way to get rid of Puddinhead and the pole dancer. They'll get rid of those two, and they'll put Booty as their front guy. And I'm sure all the lefties are going to love that. So, whatever. And Begging Megan comes in with a comment that's just guaranteed to get me to time his ass out. But I'm feeling generous. I'll let him go. I do not understand how someone who hates the University of Florida as much as Begging Megan does lives in Gainesville. I just don't understand that. I guess I should understand because I really dislike Georgia terribly, and yet I lived in Metro Atlanta for 10 years. So oh, Hoagie, I slam Republicans all the time. I have wonderful things to say about Mitch the Turtle McConnell and how he's single-handedly destroying the Republican Party's chances to ever run Congress ever again. He's a piece of shit. Mitt Romney, I wish he could be I wish he could be recalled. Murkowski, Collins, they're enemies of the people, as far as I'm concerned. And Liz Cheney, I don't know where you've been, Hoagie, but I was decrying the very existence of Liz Cheney for over a year now. I remember when she got destroyed in the Republican primary in Wyoming by 40 points. And I remember celebrating that. And I was very public about it. So, Hoagie, you're just not paying attention to me. Oh, come on, CJ. I live to make fun of politicians from any side of the aisle. But okay, if you don't want to talk politics, we'll find something else. I don't understand that comment. Pizza Woman says, if you talk politics, I'm going to make a hot cocoa in my keyring. Pizza, did you put anchovies on your pizza again? And Megan says something that I can agree with about mid commie. I wish I had thought of that one. I'm going to start using that. Can I borrow that one, Megan. I got to borrow that. Autocorrect. Yeah, I love autocorrect, don't you? Oh, thank you, Megan. Anyway, okay. Well, let's try this subject. What this is the stream before Christmas, and I know everyone's going to be or trying to do a lot of traveling this year for Christmas. And Shipes, I just really whatever. Shut up. Anyway, I'm not going anywhere for the holidays. I'm staying here. I am where I'm going to be. But where are you all going for Christmas? Are you staying home? Are you going to try and fly somewhere? Are you driving somewhere? What's your plans? Let's talk about that. Where's everyone going to be? Are you the place where everyone's gathering, or are you gathering somewhere else? Bet, never mind mistreating Jay. How about don't mistreat SaleenDriver? Shipes is a savage troll. Oh, please. Please, please. Nobody going anywhere? No? Pizza, where you going? Megan, where you going? Neo, Bet, Sancho, where are you going? Well, Hoagie was going to Naples, but he's going to stay home because of the storm. I love what they're calling the storm because I was I happened to see the news the other day. I try to avoid watching the national news because it's all garbage. But I saw that they're calling it the polar vortex, or what they call it, the bomb vortex or something like that.
Is it the same thing as the nor'easter? Wait, nah.
Well, intelligent people call it a nor'easter, which is what this is. This is a classic nor'easter coming out of. In Boston, we used to call it the Montreal Express because it comes right out of Montreal, Canada.
Gotcha.
But these propaganda arms that purport to be news sources, ABC, NBC, CBS, they're all the same. They have to. I don't understand why they're fear mongering at this point. The election's over; they can relax for a while. But they come up with all these things: the bomb vortex, the polar vortex. Oh my God, the world's going to come to. We've never had snow. We've never had blizzards. We've never had storms like this before, except we did last year and the year before that and the year before that. Before that. I mean, you would think that this year was the first year that we ever had snowstorms.
No, that's bull.
I mean, I remember getting snowed in when I was a kid in Boston. I remember getting snowed in Atlanta in my early 20s. I remember getting snowed in when I know multiple times I've gotten snowed in. I've lived through multiple hurricanes. You would think this year was the first year we ever experienced a hurricane before.
No. It's not like the end of the world. It's normal. Well, not in the South though for snow, but I mean you're used to it by now used to it for snow because you used to live in New England.
Megan, good point. How many storms of the century have we had in the past 30 years? Yeah. I would say we probably had at least 10 storms of the century in the past 10 years.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
It's winter time. Winter means snow.
And cold.
No, this is a good question. Oop, there it is. Did it ever snow in Gainesville when I was at UF? No, it did not. However, it got damn cold. When I lived off campus, I rode my bike into campus to go to class, and I remember riding my bike in single digit or low teens. I had heavier clothes on, but riding your bike when it's like 12, 13 degrees outside ain't no fun.
Nope.
And like I said, Florida, you're not going to find a lot of buildings, a lot of houses, a lot of whatever with furnaces running the heat. We use our air conditioners are also heat pumps. They just reverse cycle. But if the air is too cold, you can't extract heat out of the air, and past a certain point, the heaters don't work real well. So that's something. That's a thing.
Yeah,
that's something to look forward to. Let's see. It snowed in Gainesville in '89.
What?
I was in Gainesville in '89. I don't remember that, but then again, I'm old. My memory is going. 2010, I was here in Central Florida, so I missed that. But if you say it snowed in '89, I guess. In Metro Atlanta, I experienced snow on at least 2 or 3 occasions. Like I said earlier, the blizzard in '93, it was March of 1993. That was a big one. I mean, that storm was so powerful that it dropped 8 inches in Atlanta, Georgia.
Jeez.
And that's a town that when it does snow, it's usually about an inch or 2.
Yeah.
You drop 8 inches of snow in a town that shuts down at 1 inch of snow. You got problems.
Yeah.
Mike Vick is here. Good. I noticed something there. Vic, not Vic. Nate, you're on morning shows with Lou fairly often, right?
Yeah.
I know. I popped in with the intent of hanging out in the show a couple of days ago, but unfortunately, right after I popped in, I got a phone call and I had to go somewhere immediately. Shipes is leaving.
Who?
He just called us all nerds. I resemble that remark. Anyway, I noticed in the chat just before I left, there's still a guy in there with the screen name Saleen, Celine, like Celine Dion.
Yeah.
SaleenDriver. I'm in there thinking to myself, this guy's in here, or it might be a gal, I don't know. And I'm not around. What's he doing trolling? And I'm not there for him to troll against. And he's making, remarks about I don't watch the NFL and I still watch it, or I this and that. What's he doing in there? I mean, he's in there and he's trolling me, but I'm not around for him to troll against. So what's the point?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I couldn't look at this chat because not trying to be me and Lou, but he doesn't. You know how you have enabled the live chat for YouTube on StreamYard?
Yeah.
He doesn't have that. Not to be me and Lou. I just I couldn't see the chat, so I don't know. So maybe he or she is just being troll, a normal troll or something like that. Not.
Oh, Slim Shady is in here. Good to see you, Slim.
Yeah.
And Jay says bad mods ruin channel. What's that about? Did somebody do something to Jay, timed him out or something for some reason?
I don't know. I'm not that I know of.
I don't know. Hoagie, no, I don't know anyone following signing day except probably Lou's gonna follow signing day and do a video later on trolling everyone except Georgia about how bad we all suck and nobody signed anything worth a shit except Georgia and blah blah blah.
Yep, that's it for you.
Same tune, different day. Hoagie says, Saleen, I asked you this. Do you know how SEC Dog was banned from your channel?
What?
Allegedly by PW? No. I didn't know that. If Pizza Woman would, if that's true, she could tell me why, but I've not seen, I gotta admit I haven't seen SEC Dog in a while, but then again, I'm a Florida fan. I don't know why he would hang out on my channel very much. But I could look at my I could look at my hidden list if you want and check that. But I didn't know that. VidTube says Ballard is streaming signing day. No, that's good. Well, you can pop over to Ballard's channel and check it out. I don't know. Well, let me see if I can pull up my list of people who are banned or blocked or whatever you want to call it. Yeah, settings. Is it that one? Block contacts. Okay. I got a lot of block contacts on here. Jesus Christ. I'm looking. Let's see. Oh, I still got him blocked. Maybe I should rethink that. Probably not. Yeah, he's still blocked. He deserves it too. Piece of shit. Yeah, him too. Fuck him. No. SEC Dog is not on my block list. So I don't know what I don't know what that is, but SEC Dog is more than welcome to be in here. He's not on my block list. I've never blocked him. I don't know if Pizza Woman has ever blocked him, but no, I haven't. I haven't done that. He is not on my block list.
Yeah, thank God.
Very well. So let's see. Let's highlight this. Hang on. Why do you think? I think you meant think. We are hearing about anti-Semitism. That's a good question. Historically, turn your camera on, Slim. There you go. Historically, when things go bad in the world, when things start to fall apart in the world, you can look this up historically if you want. You know, when I mean, it's human nature when things go bad in their lives, in their country, in their city, in their or whatever, you always look for someone to blame. This is a historical fact, historical tendency of human beings. It's human nature. It's never my fault. It's their fault. It's his fault. It's her fault. It's that group over there's fault. And if you look up, there's a pretty good correlation in history between the things in the world going to hell and the rise of anti-Semitism. In other words, blame the Jew. So let's face it, if you are of a certain point of view or certain points of view, you think the world's going nuts right now. And if you come from a culture where it's fairly easy to be anti-Semitic, or you believe certain rumors and stories and conspiracy theories, then it's very easy to blame them. It's their fault that I'm not making any money. It's their fault that gas prices are going up. It's their fault that, insert your thing here. So the rise of anti-Semitism is not a surprise to me. Given what's going on in the world today and how insane things are. Well, Vic, I'm glad that you feel that way. I wish everyone felt that way, but there are some folks out there, some folks that have a cultural background to be anti-Semitic and blame the Jews for their ills because they can't face that perhaps they're the cause of them. Let me put it this way. I would not travel to Austria right now. Just saying. Don't think I would do well in Austria right now.
Well,
but
I think people need to learn to define anti-Semitism first. I mean, I'm not particularly a fan of Judaism, but I'm not a fan of any organized religion. So does that make me anti-Semitic?
No, that makes you agnostic.
Well, no, agnostic is if you don't believe in God.
Atheism denies God totally, and agnostic is not exactly denying God, but they have questions.
I think you got it backwards.
You think?
I think so.
What's it?
I may be wrong, but I think so.
Well, let me look it up because now I'm curious. Agnostic. Agnostic. A person who believes that nothing is known or can be known of the existence or nature of God or of anything beyond material phenomena. A person who claims neither faith nor disbelief in God, as opposed to atheist. Let's look up atheist.
Okay, so I got it backwards
then. Atheist. A person who disbelieves or lacks belief in the existence of God. Okay, so yeah. Okay,
I had it backwards.
So there you go.
Well, see, I don't really fall into either one of those camps. I'm more or less. I think organized religion is corrupt, so I have a problem with it.
Prophet said, Prophet. I haven't seen Prophet in a while. Don't let them people get you down. I will always care for you. You should be able to believe freely. Thank you. Joey Wells says Jefferson was an agnostic. I thought Jefferson was a Druist. Do you know some of our founding fathers were Druists?
Doesn't surprise me.
I only found that out a couple of years ago. Deists, not Druists, deists, sorry. Anyway, how you doing, Slim?
Well, I mean, it was either them or the Puritans, and the Puritans were so fucking uptight that nobody wanted to deal with them.
Well, that's why they left.
imagine you're so uptight. Even the British are like, you got to get the fuck out.
Well, the Puritans, I mean, the reason they left, the reason they came here is they were basically driven out of Europe.
I know.
No, the Europeans didn't want anything to do with them. They were so far out there in terms of their piety that they were driven out of every country in Europe, and they came here to Raj. They came here to practice their religion without persecution.
Yep. Hey, pray to who you want. I don't care.
Yeah,
that's my general philosophy of it.
You know, I have my beliefs.
I have my beliefs.
Yeah, I do not begrudge anyone their beliefs, and all I ask is that I am given the same consideration. You go your way, I'll go mine.
Yeah.
I think that's fair. Oh, lost Slim again. And I think every time Slim goes to a toll booth or something. There he is.
Oh, wow.
There you are.
Constantly trying to call me today. I want to talk to you.
Oh, thank you. I think. Well, where are you today, Slim?
I'm headed home. I'm done for the day.
Are you short hauling or long haul?
No, I'm done for the day. I'm headed to the house.
Oh, okay. So are you off for a few days, or are you going to be?
I'm working tomorrow, but I'll have pretty much all day Friday and through Monday off.
Oh, geez, I wouldn't want to be. I wouldn't want to be running a rig in the weather that's heading this way.
I mean, hell, they've already pretty much cut out even our chances of rain. It's going to get cold, but
Going to be cold down here. I mean, they're calling for near freezing all the way down to all the way down here to Sarasota.
Oh yeah, I saw it.
Well, like I've been saying all along, it really isn't going to be very good. I mean, I'll probably be bundled up inside my house because damn heat pump won't work in that kind of weather. I mean, I'll turn the heater on, but it won't keep up. Pizza Woman, correct. Hanukkah started on Sunday night. Yes, actually, Hanukkah will run through Christmas Day evening. That'll be the last night.
Speaking of which, your package got shipped out today.
Oh, did you check your email?
Kind of, but not really.
Check your email.
Okay.
The one you sent me the other day.
Well, that's the only one I've got.
Okay. I hope I typed it in right, but
Well, when I say I kind of checked it, I've been working the past couple. I haven't cleaned that out.
What did you say? I got like every 10th word on that one. We call that getting Comcast.
I've been trying to clean it out because it's over full.
Oh, well, don't clean out the one that I sent you. Well, actually, it didn't come from me. It came from, well, hopefully you'll see. If you don't. Oh, Vic is being funny. What's the tracking number? You know what? Don't tell me the tracking number. I don't want to know. I don't want to have to stock that package too. I just want it to show up. I got enough packages heading my way that I did to myself, and actually it isn't so bad this year. I mean, Christmas falls on a Sunday. Nobody would be shipping on a Sunday anyway, except for Amazon. So it's not like I'm missing anything if a package that I was expecting doesn't show up before Christmas because, well, it doesn't matter anyway. And it wouldn't show up on Christmas anyway because they're not working. I think they're working Monday, though.
You should be.
Say what? Raj.
I said they should be working. I've worked on Christmas.
Well, post office won't work on. Well, drivers will be working on Christmas, but I think the depots will be shut down. I don't know. I don't work for the post office. I don't know how they handle it. Jerry Wells asks, is anyone streaming the game tonight? What game is tonight?
Not in good actually. It's I think it's let me look.
Oh, let me look.
Okay.
Call it the score. I assume he's talking football since I don't think anyone cares about college basketball around here. I certainly don't. Well, the Lightning are playing tonight, but I'm sure nobody here cares about hockey.
I do.
Oh, okay. One person cares about hockey. Western Kentucky and South Alabama in the New Orleans Bowl. Yeah. No, I'm not. I'm not watching that. No. Bruins play Winnipeg tomorrow night. That might be fun.
Yeah.
And tomorrow night is Baylor and Air Force in the Armed Forces Bowl.
That could be decent.
Yeah. I enjoyed watching the Army-Navy game, I have to say. Man, we lost that. I am actually blown away with how good Boston is playing right now in hockey.
Yeah.
I did not expect the Bruins to be any good at all this year. The team is a little bit on the aged side, but they've got good young goaltenders, and they're playing lights out goaltending. So, somebody call you again?
No, it's just one spot I drive through on the through in Memphis that for whatever reason it's always sketch. Like I got service, I don't know. It's sketch.
Let's see. Are Pizza Woman and Hoagie arguing again?
Like an old married couple.
They really are. BVD's here.
The big ball daddy.
Merry Christmas and Happy Hanukkah. Oh, stop it. Jesus. You goddamn redneck. Look at this thing. Look at this. That is the most rednecky thing I've ever seen. At least he didn't spell it with a C. I'll give him that much. Jeez. Oh, Watch 6-2 was in here. I don't know if he's still in here, but I saw him earlier. There you go. Yeah, getting I've gone on a little bit of a watch end of year watch buying spree ish. But I'm gonna stop now. I gotta stop now. I gotta stop. Not only do I gotta stop now, I gotta sell some of these damn watches. I have too many. I am sick. Yes, BVD, redneck. You are a redneck. And I say that as a term of endearment. And you did fuck up the spelling. Hanukkah is, you see how I have it right here? That's how you spell Hanukkah. Tiger cat. What? Tiger cat. TK. The gorgeous TK. The lovely TK. Good to see the TK. She's been gone too long. And I hope she will consider, as I put the link in, I hope she will consider joining the stream.
Who?
TK, Tiger Cat.
Oh, yeah, TK. I thought you said PW. So like, what?
No, PW is like the first through third person who ever checks in when I fire up a stream to usually between the first and the third person that jumps into the chat.
Ah.
Teacher's pet.
What?
What?
Teacher's pet. Okay. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, that's right. You're right, BVD. Franco Harris died today. As the man of the Immaculate Reception. He I don't know if they've actually said what he passed away from.
Yeah,
but he's only 72 years old.
Well, that ain't exactly a spring chicken.
No, that's true. But I mean, you know, hell, my father hung on until almost 89 years old. You know, and he was no athlete. Who is Big Ball Daddy calling Boobalicious?
What?
Hopefully not me.
Right here. Who in the hell is he calling Boobalicious, and how is he going to survive that? I mean, damn.
I mean, if he's talking about me, he's going to survive it just fine. I'm just a little creeped out.
And it must be TK because, wait a minute. So I'm missing something here. Oh, okay. TK is Boobalicious. Well, having that, no, and she's confirming it. Having never met TK in person, I'm just going to say, okay. I hope to meet TK in person at the Slob Olympics.
And me too.
Yeah, I got my hotel reservation. I told everyone who it matters to that I am going to go.
Are you flying or driving?
I'm driving.
Okay.
I looked it up. I did the route from my house. I put it into Google Maps. From my house to the hotel is about 8.5 hours. It's basically a little longer for me than driving from here to Atlanta.
Yeah.
I can do that in one shot. I mean, it's not that big a deal.
That's like me going to Colorado, basically. Because Colorado, I think, I don't know.
And the Uncle Lou has made his appearance.
I mean, it's showing to be about an 11-hour drive for me, but I'm sure it's going to end up taking over 12.
Oh, it'll probably take me it'll take me a little longer because I'll have to stop. Gas, food, bathroom.
Don't get gas station food.
No. When I eat on the road, it's usually very sparingly. And I'm very careful eating on the road because there's not always a bathroom.
I'm trying to make that drive with 3 kids. I'm going to try and drive through the night.
Yeah.
Well, before you leave with 3 kids, you slip them a little bit of Benadryl. Or whiskey, whichever works best for you. Hoagie is stirring the pot, but Purdue is not going to beat LSU.
That'd be funny though.
I've got Purdue picked to win that game.
Really?
Yeah. It is not for anything against LSU. It's just so I can make fun of Florida State because they're still bragging about beating LSU, and I'm like, okay, if your best win of the year is a 4, maybe 5 loss LSU team, okay,
that's not going to do anything.
Well, for me, let's see. Criminals are playing against Oklahoma, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go Sooners.
Oh.
I am a Sooner fan that day.
Oh, okay.
That's not very nice.
I may even go and buy a Sooner T-shirt.
Against Florida State.
Yeah, and then after Florida State loses to Oklahoma, I'm gonna find out where my cousin Paul lives in Tampa and mail him the shirt. Just saying. But I am going to be a Sooner fan that day.
Yeah, I'm flying to Charleston. No brainer. If I would,
that would be a long drive for you, wouldn't it? From Omaha to
Charleston. God,
is it Charleston? Is that the city?
Yeah. Well,
I don't even know what city I'll be driving to. All I know is I'm just going to an address.
It's right outside of Charleston.
It's called Isle of Palms, basically.
Yeah, that's where I'm staying.
Yeah, but where I'm arriving in Charleston on the March 1st, which is Wednesday. I'm gonna stay at a hotel at Charleston, or me and my mom and stuff, and then the day after that, we can go on the Seaside Inn. So,
I will probably leave my house about 4 or 5 in the morning, so I can get there in the early afternoon. And
how bad is traffic usually in the mornings at there?
Where I live,
Yeah.
Non-existent.
Oh.
If I can get above Tampa before 7 in the morning, I'm fine.
Okay.
I won't hit traffic again until Jacksonville.
God.
And I'll hit Jacksonville after rush hour, so no big deal.
Yeah.
And I've been asked this so many times, it's beginning to get boring for me. No, I'm not bringing the Saleen. I already told people, if you want me to bring the Saleen to this event, I need you to send me a PayPal for $500. And I'll bring the Saleen.
I mean, there's going to be plenty of slow cars. Why do we need another one?
Yeah. Wow.
I love you, buddy.
I hope you choke.
Yeah, well, that's what you get for getting a Mustang.
Should I boot him?
I mean, if you feel like it, Joe World Boss.
He has the birds of edge of doing it.
Always my Mustang works. I mean, hey, you may not like Mustangs, but I think there's one thing that you and I can agree on. It isn't, and yours isn't a Camaro.
Bring back the Vipers. Or the Dodge Vipers, whatever it's called.
Why did Vic? Okay, here you go.
Well, to be honest with you, I've kind of got what?
Vic, why would Slob Olympics be in Sarasota? Who would do that?
Why not?
I
mean, I voted for Tijuana, Mexico, but more people thought that was a bad idea than good.
I would probably vote for it. It's a bad idea.
Oh, come on. That's a great idea. You realize how much shit we can get into in Tijuana, Mexico?
Oh,
That's what I'm worried about.
That's the point.
I could probably think of a few. I mean, there are plenty of places to stay in Sarasota. Here's the problem with doing the Slob Olympics in Sarasota. I mean, I could think of at least 2 or 3 parks where we could, land and do our events and everything. Twin Lakes Park comes to mind as being a very wide open park, and the weather would probably be great. Here's the problem. We'll probably do it in March, right?
Yeah, we should
From
do.
October through April in Sarasota is what's called season, where you got all the northerners from Canada and the Midwest and the Northeast and everything. They all come here and stay for a while. There might be a shortage of hotel rooms. The traffic will be horrendous. And, going out to eat at the end of the days or whatever, trying to find a restaurant that could accommodate all of us, that might be a little difficult.
Yeah.
Well, instead of Sarasota, Tampa would probably be a good idea. It's pretty close to you.
What about
Yeah,
Naples?
Tampa would work.
Naples? No. I don't know. Naples is a rich town. I don't know. I mean, I've been there.
TK, Charleston Sarasota is closer to you than Charleston. Not by much, but
we could probably get a group discount to hold the event at Disney World.
And plus, Saleen, does Sarasota have a airport? Right?
Tampa has an airport bigger than Sarasota.
Well, I know. Actually, I shouldn't ask that question because I know they do, but it's not really big enough. Well,
you don't need a big airport. It's not like you all are flying in on one airplane. I mean, come on.
Right. Well, you don't
Tampa wouldn't be a bad idea. That would work.
Clearwater. Not Clearwater.
Yeah, Clearwater Beach would be a nice place to do it.
Clearwater Beach is amazing.
Almost as good as Siesta Beach. Almost.
Siesta Beach had a dream that it was Clearwater Beach, and then when it woke up, it called Clearwater Beach and apologized.
No, Siesta had a dream it was Clearwater Beach, and when it woke up, it called Clearwater and said, "Ha! I woke up and I'm still better than you." But Clearwater Beach is beautiful, actually.
You know, Denial ain't just a river in Egypt, sir.
Yeah, but you're swimming in it. That's okay. Clearwater would actually be a better place than Sarasota, just because it has a larger number of hotels and resorts to pick from.
Oh yeah, it's true.
Actually, you know what? Now that you say that, you're probably right. I mean, it's kind of I'm from Clearwater, so I'd love to go there. That's kind of a homer pick for me, but
actually,
wait a minute.
Oh.
Explain that.
God dang it.
It ain't got nothing to do with principals, home slice. It's got everything to do with the fact that Disney is priced out into the stratosphere now. Do you know what a 1 day pass costs at Disney World now?
$1,000.
About $189 per person.
Damn.
Now, I live in Florida. I could probably get the Floridian rate, but the rest of you are screwed.
Yeah.
Tiger Cat and I will get the Floridian rate. The rest of you are going to have to pay, Yeah, that's if you want to go to Disney World. And oh, by the way, all the hotels around Disney World charge Disney World prices because, let's see. Oh, I can.
No, it depends, because I stayed in Orlando. What was that?
Okay,
August or September of 2019 for the Florida-Miami game.
Okay, you're doing it at Disney. You mean you're going to go into the park to do the Slob Olympics?
No.
No, you're not going in the park. So it's got if you hold the Slob Olympics in the area of Disney, you're not doing it in the park. Therefore, your ranting is irrelevant.
My idea was pretty good. Clearwater.
Your thing about principles is irrelevant. You're doing it in Orlando. Orlando is not Disney. Disney is not Orlando. So,
them's facts.
I mean, I go to Orlando every once in a while. I have some friends up there. Go out to dinner, hang out, do whatever. Not once have I set foot in on Disney property.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I could see us wanting to go to. Doesn't Disney have? I think they used to call it Pleasure Island, but I think it's called something else now.
The Nike store? Oh my god.
Right. Okay. Sure. What a clown. Epcot is in Disney. You're still not doing it. Downtown Disney. Thank you, Pizza Woman. That's what it's called. Downtown Disney. They have restaurants and bars and things like that. They used to call it Pleasure Island. Now I think it's called Downtown Disney.
Yeah. Yeah, my idea was pretty good. Clearwater Beach or Clearwater.
Epcot is on the Disney property. Yes, it's a separate park from Disney World, but
all
is
the
part
parks
of it.
is separate. Yeah.
I mean, the last time I was in Disney, the last time I went to Disney, except for an antique car show, not antique, but a car show where your car had to be a certain year or below in order for you to enter it. The last time I was in Disney, I was still married. So that's 2002, 3, something like that. I haven't been to Disney in forever. I don't even I don't know how the park works anymore. The park has made so many changes on how you wait in line and how you get right. They have these wristbands now that you scan for everything, and it's almost like a cashless society or some such nonsense. But I don't know how Disney works anymore, so I haven't been there forever.
Well, now I've been there a bunch of times, but now the recent one I've probably been to is probably like 2019, I think. Now you have certain cards you have to put in a plastic seeable, whatever it's called. I don't know.
It's like they have some kind of thing. I saw a video on it on YouTube.
Yeah.
It's like a smartwatch almost. It wears like a smartwatch. In fact, they've developed a whole cottage industry around. You buy this thing and then you can buy custom bands for it, and cases, and really make it all cutesy and everything. And you put your information on it, and you can make reservations for certain rides at certain times, and you do it all through the wristband. And I think you can also set up an account on their computer system. So basically, if you go to a place to get something to eat or something to drink or whatever, you don't even pull out your wallet. You just scan this little. It's like a wristwatch kind of thing.
Yeah,
in fact, some of them are capable of being wristwatches.
Yep.
And I think now they have apps for your phone to do basically the same thing.
Yep.
But I don't know. I mean, I know it's there, but I don't know how any of it works.
And you just
why the fuck are people constantly trying to reinvent the wheel?
What?
I don't know. Well, hey, Slim, I don't know if you're old enough to remember it, but I am old enough to remember when first time I went to Disney, I was 10 years old. So this is back in the mid 70s. And they still had ticket books. You ever heard the expression that was an e-ticket ride? Probably not. No. They had tickets. They had A, B, C, D, E. and you bought ticket books. The books had like 3 of each ticket in it, and you walked it. You waited in line, and at the end of the line before you got in the car or the cart or whatever. Neo knows. Neo's old enough to remember. You saw at the beginning of the line. It said this requires a B ticket. So at the end of the line, when you handed them a B ticket. When you ran out of tickets in your ticket book, you went and bought another ticket books at a kiosk with an actual human being sitting in a little air conditioned booth. And the A and B rides were like merry-go-rounds and bullshit rides like that. You always ended up with hang on, I got this. My mom's calling. I gotta take this.
Well, that was sudden. I still don't think we're doing Disney World. I don't think it's happening.
Yeah, I don't think it's happening either.
Well, normally protocol for the Slav Olympics is to keep it at least somewhat normalcy as far as, price range so everybody can afford it.
Yeah.
You're going to be excluding a lot of people if you try and run with the whole Disney World thing.
Yeah. You need a lot of fundraiser money to do that.
Yeah, we're going to have to set up a GoFundMe so people can go to the Slav Olympics.
Yeah. I haven't told you all this, but I'm going to Colorado for next weekend.
Okay.
You did tell us, Nate.
Oh, I did? Okay.
I was, my mom wanted to know what we were doing for dinner tonight.
What are you cooking your mom for dinner?
I've been eating with my mom and dad and now just my mom since December of last year.
Okay.
When I was eating with my mom and dad.
What are you cooking your mom for dinner?
Oh, I'm not cooking tonight. I am, we're going to get chicken wings.
Ooh.
She likes barbecue chicken wings. I'll get my hot wings. But I'm doing a stir fry tomorrow night, so I'm cooking tomorrow night. We went out to dinner the other night, Hoagie. We went to a place locally called Mad Fish Grill. It's okay. She loves that place. I think it's okay, but it's not bad. Well, there's a name I haven't seen before. At least I don't remember it. It says what? Jeremy Garston? I've not heard that name before. Well, welcome. Oh, have you seen him here before?
Uh-huh.
Oh, you have? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
He's not a troll, is he? So somebody said Tampa was a good idea. Who was that? Tiger Cat. She thinks Tampa's good. I think Tampa's a good choice. I'm not sure about Tampa per se. I think either maybe St. Pete Beach or Clearwater Beach because better surroundings, better scenery. It's more picturesque.
Yeah, we can make fun of all the Scientologists running around Clearwater.
Yeah, you might get to see Tom Cruise. You never know.
Or John Travolta.
Or John Travolta. He might fly in on his private 727 or whatever he has now. I don't know. I guess the powers that be. Who are that? BVD, Lou and Pete, they'll make a decision on where the next Slob Olympics is. And I don't know. I mean, I was half kidding. I mean, what was it? When Lou and Battle Angel went to that concert in Orlando, who was that? Tool? I think it was Tool concert. And then they came to visit me on the way. I mean, they had to go south to go north, but they came and visited me for a couple of days. And they got to see part of where I live, and they thought, I said, well, why don't you have the next Slob Olympics here? I thought that was kind of a throwaway line, but evidently that has some traction to it.
Well, I mean, he's talked about doing one in Florida.
Yeah, and then on the way back to Georgia, he stopped in Gainesville and made a video about allegedly trying to troll Florida people on the campus. I don't know how good or bad that worked. I forgot. It probably didn't work out so good, but yeah, TK, the Church of Scientology, one of their main headquarters is in Clearwater.
I mean, that's why Clearwater Beach is. That's why it's so nice, because they've just dumped millions into it.
Yeah.
Is there going to? Rick Sanchez says Cruise is filming the new Mission Impossible. There's going to be another Mission Impossible. Haven't they beaten that franchise to death?
I mean, why wouldn't there? The last one made money. They're going to keep making them so they don't make money anymore. I mean, if he can go back to Maverick after 35 years, why can't he do another Mission Impossible?
Yeah. I finally got to see that movie. I had bought the Blu-ray, and I finally watched it. It was about a week and a half, 2 weeks ago. And I thought it was well done. I enjoyed it. I thought it was, I mean, it is what it is. It's not, it's not War and Peace. It's not Upstairs, Downstairs. It's not a classic. But for the way for what it was, I thought it was well done. I like the way they handled the Iceman character. I like the way they handled, the flashbacks to the original Maverick, the original Top Gun.
Mm-hmm.
I like the way they handled it.
Yeah.
The two things I missed. I thought that I wish they had done. What happened to Jester? What happened to Viper?
Yeah. What the hell?
Well,
I wish they had an appearance.
Aren't they both dead?
Michael Ironside? I thought he's still alive.
I thought Tom Skerritt and Michael Ironside were both dead.
Well, let me look.
I mean, I could be wrong, but I just swore they were both dead.
I don't know.
I know Tom Skerritt is, because he had, he was probably about 85 when they did the original back in, 83 or whatever it was.
Michael Ironside, Canadian. I didn't know he was Canadian. No, he's still evidently still alive. Born 1950.
So that makes him, what, 72?
He has survived thyroid, bowel, and prostate cancer. But evidently is still alive. And Tom, what do you spell that?
SKE. I don't know if it's one R or two. IT.
I found it. And Tom Skerritt. He was born in 1933. He's the same age as my dad. And still alive.
Wow.
Yep, still alive and kicking. But
well, we can't confirm the kicking part.
Yeah, I can't. But it would have been nice if he had made an appearance.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it kind of makes sense too. I mean, nobody stays at one post in the military for an extended period of time. mean, I heard somebody say they should have brought back the principal from Back to the Future, but they didn't do it.
Oh, the bald guy, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Captain of the Enterprise. Ironic.
Notice Andy Dufresne didn't want to make an appearance in this one either.
Yeah, well, Andy Dufresne, I mean, I don't think Andy Dufresne likes America anyway, so why would he be in there?
I don't know.
His bug-eyed girlfriend sure as hell doesn't like America.
Well, Tim Robbins was in the first one, so I don't know why.
Yeah,
make a cameo in this one.
He was a kid back then.
I don't know how old he was back then.
I don't know. He was a young actor. I mean, there were a lot of young actors in Top Gun, the original Top Gun. Not a lot of people remember, but Tom Cruise was in the movie The Outsiders. That movie launched a lot of young actors and actresses' careers. Swayze, Cruise, C. Thomas Howell, Rob Lowe, Emilio Estevez, Ralph Macchio, Matt Dillon.
I wonder why Emilio Estevez decided to use his mom's name instead of his dad's.
I think he wanted to try and make it on his own without using the Douglas name. I mean, his grandfather and his father.
You mean the Sheen name?
Sheen name. Sorry, Sheen name.
Let's say Martin Sheen's his daddy.
Yeah, Lou Diamond Phillips and Diane Lane too. Yeah. Diane Lane actually, that was a rare movie for her. She actually kept her clothes on.
Well,
not that looking at Diane Lane naked is a bad thing. It certainly
miracles do happen.
But it's a rare movie that Diane Lane keeps her clothes on. Well, I mean, and let's not forget, Emilio Estevez's brother, Charlie Sheen, was also not in that movie, obviously, but he's also, trying to break into acting at that time. So he probably wanted to differentiate himself not only from his father, but his brother, too.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you, Lou. I was trying to find that name. I was trying to remember that name earlier. I figured Lou was going to, laugh at this one, so. This comment was predictable. Yeah. So Florida picks up a quarterback from Wisconsin. Well, it's better than nothing, I guess.
Please explain to me. Please explain to me how Gus Malzahn can take a recruit from you.
I didn't know that he did, but
oh yeah,
probably because Central Florida is doing better than Florida is right now.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no guarantee that Mertz is going to start for the Gators.
Anyway, he's your best shot at the moment.
Well,
that quarterback that played in the bowl game ain't it.
I didn't see the game, but I understand he was not very good.
Well, y'all lost 30-3. That should tell you all you really need to know.
Yeah. Well, I didn't expect Florida to compete in that game very much.
Well, why not? I mean, they how is it they can handle South Carolina but not Oregon State?
I don't know, because there were teams playing. There were players in the South Carolina game that weren't there at the Oregon State game.
You manhandle the Cox and you get manhandled by the Beavers. That's just sad.
Yeah, I guess you could. That's kind of sad when you put it in that But for me, the funniest part of the whole thing was Anthony Richardson thinking he's going to play in the National Fuck Ups League. But somebody did point out to me earlier that Felipe Franks is on an NFL roster. I think it's Atlanta. I'm not sure. But I guess if Felipe LePew is on an NFL roster, then anything is possible. Because that guy truly sucks.
Prince Harry and Meghan Markle returning to Netflix for a second docuseries called
Why do they gotta put damn TV screens on the fuel pump? I ain't trying to watch fucking TV while I'm getting gas.
Yeah, I know. The sad part is when they first put those things on the fuel pumps, they had a way to mute the sound, and they took it away. Now you can't mute the damn sound. I don't want an endless string of advertisements while I'm pumping fucking gas.
Well, even if it's
diesel.
Well, no, I'm in my truck. I don't own a diesel truck.
Oh, I thought you were working.
No, I said earlier that I'm done for the day and I'm going home.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm old. My memory is.
No. And even if it's not a commercial, I really don't care what quote unquote Prince Harry and his wife are doing, or whatever you say that they're doing in the news. I could care less. Last time I checked, we fought a war around 250 years ago to not give a fuck what the royal family's doing.
Do you see that? I don't know if you know this, and the only reason I know it was because of a mention on talk radio. Harry and Meghan have a show on Netflix. And it's
I guess they're hard up.
It's bombing. It's bombing hard because they figured out that nobody in America gives a shit about the royals in general, and they sure as hell don't give a shit about a pair of privileged ex-royals who have millions of dollars in the bank and think they're victims. I mean, that's just not reading the room very well.
Well, they figured the Kardashians are popular, so they figured they'd be popular too.
Yeah, but no, I mean, I don't know why people care about the Kardashians. That's still a mystery to me. But seriously, who cares about a royal who gave up his title for his wife, and his wife is a washed-up, has-been, or never was actress who is C-level at best? I mean, I don't get it. I don't get it. You got no talent, and as far as I can see, no marketable skills. Yeah, TK is absolutely right. TK got this right. Spot on, my dear. Spot on. So, I don't know. It's but I thought that was interesting that they paid, Netflix paid all this money to Harry and Meghan to do this show, and the show is tanking, and now it's costing Netflix millions. And they wonder why Netflix stock is depressed. Avatar, I don't know if anyone knows it, but Avatar 2 evidently is out. That's not doing well, and Disney stock is tanking.
Well, Disney stock has been tanking.
Yeah, but now it's
nothing new.
Yeah, but now it's getting even worse because Avatar, the second, is not doing well. I understand from one review that I read that the 3D effects are horrible.
Is that a Disney movie?
I thought it was Disney. I might be wrong.
I mean, I know it's directed by James Cameron. Outside of that, I don't know.
I don't know who did the movie, but
I mean,
it's
I didn't
not
see the
doing-
first one, so I'm not going to see that one either. I mean,
Oh, the first one, I mean, from a visual standpoint, Avatar was fantastic.
yeah.
But
I mean, it was a
just-
very simple, kind of
just
underwhelming
being-
story, but it looked good.
I mean, just beating us over the head about corporate white man bad, pseudo Indian tribe native good, and just
Well,
beating you over the head with that.
it got done better by Kevin Costner back in the 90s.
Oh, Dances with Wolves.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess so. Well, you know, it's an old story. You know, guy goes native and takes the other side and fights his own people.
Well, yeah, I didn't say anything about it was being an original story, but you don't have to do something wholly new and original. You can take an old story and redo it in a good way, and I think Dances with Wolves did a much better job of it than Avatar.
Yeah. And the female lead was easier. It was pleasant to look at too, but that's another story. How did we get?
I thought
Oh,
Avatar looked good, and from what I've heard, this one looks good too. It was okay. I watched the first one like years later, and it was okay. But I mean, at that point, CGI had become such a prominent thing that I just wasn't really overwhelmed with it at that point.
I don't know. I'll wait for it to come to disc or streaming, and I'll watch it at home. I don't want to go to a movie theater anymore. I don't find going to the theater to be all that great a event anymore. My chair is not this chair, but my sofa is more comfortable. The food I have at home is better, and the bathrooms are cleaner. And I can hit the pause button.
I've listened to a review on it. I mean, the review I listened to said it looked as good or even better than the first one, but the story was still kind of meh.
Hoagie, I wasn't talking about either Zoe or Sigourney. I was talking about the Kevin Costner movie, the chick that he eventually got with, who was a white girl. A young white girl was taken in by the tribe and became a Sioux Indian, and acted as his translator. I forgot the actress's name. She was pretty. Just saying. K-Dog is here. Good to see K-Dog once in a while. Okay, K-Dog says Disney owns Avatar since it was a Fox movie, and Disney purchased Fox.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go.
Rick Sanchez said, "Did you see the Oppenheimer trailer?" No. They're going to make a movie about Oppenheimer?
Mm-hmm. I've heard about it. I haven't seen the trailer.
Oh, Hoagie says Mary McDowell is the actress I'm talking about. Yeah. Very pretty. And she actually looked good without makeup, or portraying that she wasn't wearing makeup. I'm sure she was. Shut up, Nate.
What?
Oh, you went. So.
I do that normally.
No, don't fart on my stream, God damn it. What's
No,
wrong with you?
no, that's my mouth. I'm sorry.
All right. Well, I just got home, so I'm gonna hop off here.
Yeah, I'm going to hop off in a few minutes, too. I got a couple of things to do before I go pick up dinner for me and my mom. So I'll probably hop off a little early, because that's the way it's going to be. I'm considering doing for the end of year stream, be the last stream for this year. I think I might do a watch giveaway. So hopefully you guys will hang out and
All right.
watch me try and do that live, which
All
should
right.
be amusing as hell.
All right. Well, I'll catch you later, buddy.
All right, see you.
All right. See you, Saleen.
And check your email.
Yeah, I'll check it.
All right. All right. Well, lost Nate. So I'm gonna shut down a little early because I do have some things to do before I go get dinner for me and my mom. Let's see. So I want to thank you all for being here for episode 116 of Wednesday Afternoon Live with me, SaleenDriver, and my guests. I had Slim and Nate the Great, or Newt the Groot, or Nate the Groot, or Newt the Great, or whatever the hell he's going by. And, thank you to all the folks in the chat, like, regulars like Sanchez and Hoagie, my number one troll killer pizza woman, Jay Shipes was here, was still here. Neo, Lou popped in for a minute. BVD popped in for a minute. Battle Angel was here for a little bit. K-Dog popped in at the last second. And all those other folks who came in and out. Always a good thing. Next time I see you, Christmas will be over. Hanukkah will be over. And we'll be heading towards New Year's. So I want to wish all of you a happy Hanukkah for those of you who are members of the tribe like me, and Merry Christmas to those of you who aren't. Have a good holiday. If you're traveling, be safe, stay warm. Plan ahead. If you're going to be flying, I always tell my daughter when she's flying, snacks. Bring snacks, bring something to drink, because the airlines are chintzy bastards now and they don't give you shit. A happy Hanukkah to you too, TK. Thank you for being here. TK, you have been highly missed in my streams, and I'm glad you're here. And I hope you will keep coming here. So if you're driving, be safe. Try and keep it between the dishes. Be careful. Hug your mommy and your daddy. Hug your kids. Hug your siblings. Because you never know. Have a good holiday, folks. I'll see you again in a little bit. Peace.